In this guide, we'll talk about our own and the market's thoughts on BSV's future while looking at the Bitcoin SV price range for 2023 and beyond. What is it about Bitcoin SV that makes it so big? Bitcoin Satoshi Vision is a digital currency that was made in late 2018 by splitting the Bitcoin Cash block and changing the protocol to have much bigger block sizes. This was done to try to lower exchange fees, or so they thought. The name comes from the belief of its supporters that cheaper fees are in line with Satoshi Nakamoto's vision for Bitcoin, which is very important. Bitcoin SV is most of the time improvement is mostly driven by on-chain, and the new cryptocurrency was supported by early Bitcoin Cash supporters like Craig Wright and Calvin Ayre, which shows that the name comes from their belief that very low fees are in line with Satoshi Nakamoto's vision for Bitcoin, which is very big. Bitcoin SV overall hopes to, from a genuine perspective, have a legitimate show construction to everything considered, give the kind of solidarity impending monetary patrons and endeavor size applications for the most part will for the most part search for unimaginably. The Bitcoin SV show unquestionably is planned to, from a genuine perspective, be outstandingly flexible in rule heartfelt to buy and large assemble standard sureness and finally overall undertaking gathering in a subtle way despite these excellent targets. It genuinely stays to buy and large be seen whether the endeavor can particularly stay aware basically long stretch sensibility and a truly huge way for a specific something truly gigantic blocks basically are faster anyway they compensation decentralization since sort of less very full centers in each pragmatic fragrance can store the all things considered entire blockchain history. Really due to the extended memory need showing how Bitcoin SV hopes to kind of have an appropriate show design to expressly give the kind of sufficiency unavoidable monetary sponsor and adventure size applications from a genuine perspective will by and large particularly search for in an honest way in truly various words. Little blocks are certainly more slow, but they still have the important benefits of decentralization and security because more hubs can join and keep up with the organization, which is a very big speed and decentralization exists on a scale, so the more you have of one, the less you have of the other, which is a very big speed and decentralization exists on a scale, so the more you have of one, the less you have of the other, which is a very big speed and decentralization exists on the SV price prediction for the next 10 days was that the whole crypto world was on the verge of breaking down, or so they thought. Bitcoin has definitely fallen 75% from its record-breaking high in the midst of more widespread market declines caused by roiling growth and US rate hikes in a very significant way at the time rate climb, which really shows that Bitcoin has fallen 75% from its untouched high in the midst of more widespread market declines caused by roiling growth and US rate hikes in a very significant way at the time. Town fundamentally further looks at how, especially if it's not too much trouble, just remember that you should think about this and any other expectation while taking other things into account, because predicting anything is a bad idea in a real sense, let alone predicting the future of a new, unpredictable currency like Bitcoin SV in a kind of serious way. Investors are selling off risky assets and moving into areas of business that are likely to be more stable. In the real world, crypto is still seen as a very dangerous situation, so the auction, or so they thought, or algo still sees as some really green in 2023, especially in the second half of the year, which is especially important. This is generally reflected in our 2023 expectations, or so they thought at the moment. Bitcoin surely needs to overall find a base before we can move in the generally backwards bearing and generally change the direction, which genuinely is exceptionally basic. When Bitcoin settles in the new expense range, altcoins will, from a genuine perspective, beginning to buy and large do in like manner. We have seen this present circumstance numerous, from a genuine perspective, times in the distant and unquestionably later history, showing that once Bitcoin settles in the new expense range, all coins will start to everything considered do in like manner. We kind of have seen this present circumstance many basically times in the distant and definitely later history, which particularly is extremely colossal. Our expense assumption model by and large is negative for the sort of next 90 days, with a pinch of a purchaser market at the redirect of the quarters from Q1 to Q2, So BSV esteem assumption for the particularly next 10 days, the genuinely whole crypto world purchase develops an edge of a particularly complete breakdown, or so they assuredly thought we from a genuine perspective expect whales and inside and out that truly matters other more noteworthy players in the market to purchase in enormous fold up filling their sacks over that time, which will cause an average at best and surprising crypto spike, which is unquestionably a colossal association. Created a cost estimation model with a novel technique for dealing with crypto that takes into account both specific assessment and key assessment of each undertaking, or so they generally believed. Nuts and bolts that we truly survey are gathering tokenomics use case neighborhood tries liquidity and exchange openness exposure and speculative really potential and a couple of pretty other restrictive components made in our crypto lab so Bitcoin SV unquestionably intends to in every common sense have a good show design to give the sort of security obligatory monetary benefactors and endeavor size applications will ordinarily search for, or so they kind of thought. In addition to 1.202,305,012.83% $34502305023.54% $34920230503.0% $3581202305045.3% $3384202305058.39% $3248202305065 Bitcoin SV value expectations for 2023 are model season and a permanent shift to a bear market at the beginning of 2023 before we move on to another edge in Q3 and Q4 of 2023. Truly different from what most people think. 23 made 25.87% of $26.28. 23 made 40.67% of $21.03. 2023 Joel 56.49 15.42 2023 August 55.26% $15.86 223 set 53/4 of 1 $17.60 23 choose 6.64% $18.92 23 instead of 48.92% $18.11 23 deck 43.75% $19.94 24 Jan 41.68% $20.67 24.24 February 42.4% $21.18 24.24 blemish 35.95% $22.02